versus, but the KO looked okay. So we'll see how the breach works. Perhaps an idea to challenge that role issue that he was having last time. Bit of a shaky performance. KC, defensive side, already hearing a lot of noise coming towards this A side, and a big dive going in. LewN even steps into that. He's 47 HP as the salvo hasn't rooted him from sight, and he ends up with one. Good damage done as well. Still a good chance when it comes to the retake with KC fully grouped up as well. They might be able to isolate this low HP on some players. Wayne, though, has a paranoia that could change this fight.
Yeah, he's set up nicely. Pop flash on the other side. There is the paranoia back in response. It's worked out perfectly. He's just been wallbanged by Classic, and Dosia just taking over the round, leaving it down to just one. But that one is the deadliest.
But then you throw a cat amongst the pigeons, and my goodness, it came plummeting down. An incredible performance to start this off, and for KC, a 1-0 start to their defensive side.
Who I feel like is a relatively unknown quantity, especially coming into the Tier 1. His debut for the squad. And while there is MiniBoo, he's already taken down Dosia, the hero of the last round. How much more can they hope to get to that? Because he's just got a bulldog from that.
Yeah, the funny thing is they hit 3 players with a paranoia. It looked like that play was dead in the water, but MiniBoo's gone for an audacious dive in and a huge reward as a result. They're already through the smoke, but Avez was there waiting. The kills come back in favor of KC, but they don't stay that way for long. The problem is that Nats only has a classic, and on range, he is not going to be very helpful here. It's got to be MiniBoo to do that damage, to take down at least a player, give Nats a chance in this clutch. Time is ticking, but KC have already made it out to rafters. They're about to get towards that spike, and MiniBoo, his biggest challenge around that corner. It's LewN down. Low HP on SUYGETSU with 49 just below. He's out. Players so that they can have that credits, or the credits, buy up in the next. This fight in mid.
Always good with a single shot to the head weapon. They do have a couple of players in the right place at the right time. Avez as well, he had some solid maps in their last series, but
30 seconds left.
With only a Spectre here, I don't expect that.
Liquid were stopped, but the rotations didn't really come in.
Good flash.
KC still have a disadvantage in terms of the numbers, but that doesn't last long. Doja does well with the bandit, and the jump in from Wayne completely sells him. It's a 2 versus 4 with 12 seconds left. The plant needed, the site not taken, 2 players covering the cross, and the flank coming in from SUYGETSU. There is no way out.
Random that it had been in the past, but we'll see. There's still belief on the Liquid side. Maybe they can make this work.
And the stinger of all things, a little strange. Purpo's gone. He's off the map. He's fallen down. He went quite far out as well. But,
special stun off the map.
Yeah, it's a lineup.
You needed the angle.
It's a lineup for a flash, I guess, through the floor. Lovely. They'll never see it coming.
Spike planted.
They'll never see you going. But look, having a player jump off and you're still in the 4 versus 4. There's some real promise, but it's stunned up Avez. Still good to land that first shot. LewN onto Wayne. Camo. Oh, that's a lot of damage! He's left it down! What was that? Oh, no.
This isn't the replay I wanted.
Oh, that's not even his fault. Oh, that's tough.
Now we get to the yeah, there we go. The positive part of the replay where Camo just there's no utility for the Liquid side. Already execution begins, but it's a little disjointed. Nice trade out from MiniBoo though. I'll put things back into a 4v4. That's been the story of this game so far. Advantages not being held. Camo. Yeah, he will be taken out. And again, they're going to get into these proactive positions.
Thunder put into play. It's towards the spawn. They're going to push on the back of it. I think it only caught one player, though. A firing squad waits around that corner, and Liquid have realized too little too late. Now the retake fully underway, and MiniBoo left in a 1 versus 4. The first is easy. It's gifted, but the defuse is underway. He can't even get there in time, surely. And when players play their flank protect, it looks like KC lightening their control over this A side, at least to begin with. That's left LewN a little isolated, but he wants to fight. He's going to win at least. He's going for more. He's sending it through the smoke. The aggression pays off here, though. That's a 2 for 1.
I like the use of the fragment. You know, with 35 seconds on the clock there, they're making a switch up in position for Dosia. Oh, there's the spot. That's the information he needed. There's another rotation coming through. Nats wins the first. The second he gets away from. Gives them a way back into this round. But Dosia, as said, is well aware of their positions. Whether they go through this together, they do! He's actually going to get both! even having to switch. If they fix one or two things or win a pistol, they probably win the map. Yeah.
I think the main thing was they looked like they didn't have a lot of ideas, and the ideas that they had from the get-go didn't work. That's why I sort of expect some changes.
Yeah. But yeah, it shouldn't need much. And I also think that from form, at least, Na'Vi have looked like a better squad so far. Although Liquid only took the defeat to Vitality. With many put as one of the favorites for this one. Already though, an opening in their favor. SMG working out again for Purple. In fact, the only round they've won has been off the back of a stinger. Unfortunately, they're now walking into Avez, who really hasn't missed much of the beat so far.
30 seconds left.
Knife will catch both. That's all utility gone, and with the amount of time left. And again, these A-site holds have been massively unsuccessful so far. The retakes from KC have been superb.
I like the discipline here from KC, from Avez in particular. Gets to, waits for his teammates. Quick flash, pop down, and a swing. Beautiful. A third kill already for the man leading the charge. Now the defuse comes in. Nats cannot. Oh, he's going to try it. He's going to drop down. He's actually pulled them off it for a moment, but we're running low on ammo.
They still have 2 stars ready and raring to go. They're going to have to try and make the play through it, which is what they've done. MiniBoo's made it to sight. But this execute has to be absolutely everything. And so far, KC have been quite happy to almost just play off the back of the retakes. It's where they've done their best work so far.
Left.
And, well, once we do get into the after plant, we're leaving it pretty close. If there was something online to deny them, that would be terrifying, but they will get the plant down.
Yeah, a swing or a spam at a haven't going to change the game. KC looking for another solid retake. This time, Cosmic Divide available, and already you're going. You see the abilities removed on the other side. Liquid caught by KO up close. Wayne gets completely blinded. It's an Avez round again. He might not get the kills, but he has set them up for success, leaving Nats alone inside of main. The defuse, undeniable, not only because there's so many players defending it, but there's a big impenetrable wall.
Half the time he's peeking off his own flashes. He's not even flashing for anyone else.
Well, there's the opening for Left.
Either you'll be dead from the first shot, or he'll pop flash you and kill you anyway, so. 50 seconds left. Rotation now coming back in, which should be heard.
Some deep bits out of A main aggression. So much info in play. And sheydos down though. A problem until Avez is on the scene. He'll be caught. For Liquid, a chance.
They've still got to clear out Dosia, but he's stunned up at the back of the site and slowly being surrounded. First shot does go away. He knows there's another player above though. That aftershot gives the game away, and he's able to just tuck into the corner. In fact, he goes back and starts looking. Well done by Dosia to come out with 2 there. And now they have to go and get the spike. That's going to buy extra time, and Levin's just a bodyguard for it. Peeks back out.
He's pretty, yeah, maybe he extended the range of his TP by 400 meters. Oh my goodness. Anyways, Dozia's, he's done remarkably well in this game so far, and Levin picking him with the off this time. He comes in with the outlaw and goes back in for more! Levin!
Down A.
He's still getting the ace. He's still getting the up, dropped over the top of the smoke. And he's managed to then finish off MiniBoo. I'm not even sure. sheydos, and is now in the corner. They're going to flash. They have to clear this. They have to clear this! They've been aggressive every single round. What is going on? And now he has the chance to finish what he started, unless Wayne's going off the side of the map again. It's 8 kills. Still on. A chance for 9 kills in 2 rounds.
Maybe his favorites in a lot of people's minds. They've got the firepower, but no shots landing. KC 11-1. The second half will be coming up, and you know what? You better not go anywhere. It might not be long after this. Are not including this game, or they would be significantly higher. A big uptick in performance from not just him, but this entire KC side as an identity. You can see they've got full control. And as I said, in terms of their map picks, I think they've looked good in the round-to-round play. 11, 1 and done. It's a rare start for him. Camo to shut him down, but Avez has snuck himself behind that box, and a crunch comes in. Purple and Wayne do well to stabilize, though. The man advantage now with the defense, and they manage to deal with Dosia. That should be it. Don't make mistakes. Nice little aggression for MiniBoo. Shot doesn't land, and he's forced back. Pressure on if he peeks that back side. SMG up close. Has an easy time taking him down. Levin finding the first. Down goes Nats. He's up close, though, and surrounded by players. A bit of support from backside. lines up with his teammate. Love it. Wayne's here to help, but runs out of ammo. And it looks like Liquid have run out of luck. Maybe that happened a long time ago.
What luck?
But a blip on the radar that got them the pistol. Now it's
planted.
Purpo in a 1v3. KC seemingly right back to winning ways, but Purpo could stand between them. And victory, but Avez.
The spike's not committed either
Should
way.
be B late. Making too much noise on A.
Nice shot from MiniBoo. He's taking a little bit of damage in response. SUYGETSU's been spotted jumping over though. That might just be enough to seal the deal of the
30
rotation.
seconds left.
Trying to take that additional space, has support coming in from Dosia, and the spike coming with him. A little bit slow to react, maybe just focused on the utility he was putting out, but he has fought the space. The rest of the players are only just making it here, and that spike is now getting onto the cross.
Headbutt the nade.
Just block
fine,
it.
but duh. Plant has come through. Now the retake with weaker weapons. Dosia, surprisingly, giving them a chance up close, being embedded like this. Especially with the plant being back from main. It is a problem. Camo's able to catch them off guard in the first fight. He gets there, but a little bit too late. Purpo alone, one shot on the sheydos. And lots of players, just look at A Heaven right now where this drone is running through. There are 3 players there with one close by in mid. It was Vance just moments ago. And yet still looking juicy. It could be wide open for Liquid to walk into. Just Doja in their way, and they even get SUYGETSU on the cross.
Avez still has a salvo and his stun available, which could
30
make things a
seconds
little... No
left.
flashes though, which is good, because they're really getting owned by that. And in the meantime, Nat's actually going back the other way.
Find
He's
you.
walking into his old teammate of sheydos, but this is where the last two really shouldn't be able to get anything done. In fact, they can now just look to full sprint all the way to the other side of the map and get themselves a free plant on A. There will
10
be enough
seconds
time
left.
to get there, thankfully, unless he trips.
Yeah. If there was like a miracle Gravwell from downtown, could change the game, but
Spike
no.
planted.
Obviously, it's not going to happen. Aves and Doja. No control over this entire half of the map. I mean, fog of war, no matter where they walk, the police spotting camo. They're going to walk slowly towards him. The time here already becoming an issue, considering they have to deal with 4 players, considering it's an open plan for Heaven, considering they haven't gone Heaven, so they don't have control up there, and the util's being burned just to get onto site. I don't think there's many chances of this going the way of KC. Camo waiting. He will falter on the first fight and
There's no
damage
time.
done, but the clock,
enemy
as well as
remaining.
the HP, has decided
Player
this one.
standing.
But if they can manage to bounce back here on their pick, we can quickly forget about
Casey,
that movement into
hello.
the third. And MiniBoo was one of those factors that was, he was getting shut down by 11, 7 and 2 in head-to-head. He's made that one look easy. And you know what?
Let's forget everything that just happened.
Oh yeah, like thrown out. Liquid full committing. Here comes the showstopper. Found nothing. Great flash. The drop not so much, but Avez safely down below is able to pick off one. He's taking a while with the ultimate, but it's fired up and it will be fired in, causing problems, splitting the attackers. But Purpo landing the double puts them back
One
to a
enemy
2v2.
remaining.
And Doge is
Spike
just
down
so
A.
reliable. They've now spotted Wayne too. A 1 versus 2. Levin and Doja, the last players you want to be up against.
One thing he does have is time, but it's a more direct attempt, and they're going to be able to
Drop in from Aves, the early rotation that got Camo, the Yoru, as he came through. Team Liquid
Cutting through.
already gate crash taken to backside, and I think Camo's going to give away the fact that he's here. He's got an escape.
Face your
He wants to use it, but Nightfall put through. No, now it's time to fight. Flash to the backside, presumably big swing in from MiniBoo. They cleared it completely open as Casey sit back, allow this space to be taken, and look to punish over aggression. But for now, the attackers
Spike
give them none.
planted.
It's going to have to be the retake.
On the last map, this was where they were thriving. Their retakes were fantastic. They've got the divide to try and section things out. MiniBoo, though, he's going aggressive. Gets caught. sheydos looking after his duelist will give them that man advantage. Hot flash down, leaves a couple blind, but Purpo dodged it. Can't get anything more. sheydos
Last
with
player
another
standing.
multi-frag, but it's now left on to, well, the man you'd want. The problem is they were defusing, and he hasn't been able to build up for the defense, waiting on this angle.
Blast primed and ready again. It lands, but SUYGETSU had already taken one. Yeah, a lot of space on A, but with a 5 versus 2, Sky Heal for Levin as well. They'll be happy.
Everything.
Locating
I know this man. I know he's here somewhere. I can smell him, he's breathing, but even still he comes out all for a moment. I think Avez was in the drone, by the way.
Yeah,
if he gets the kill on sheydos, he gets the kill on Avez. That could have been all over. I was closer than maybe you'd realize, but now it shouldn't be as much of a worry.
Well, yeah, 4v2. You would think so. Purpo and Wayne. The plant. Look how deep on the side it is as well. Still a star to play with for Wayne. If he survives, where is it? Shit. He's dropped down. He's looking to hold the line. He's been stunned. He dodged it. Up close in the smoke. Here's the steps. One's waiting, though. The cross spotted by Purpo. He needs that cover. This is why Wayne dropped down. But that smoke's going to fade. Wayne needs to be so quick to the trigger.
Remaining.
And he'll land. But Purpo's fallen. And oh, just a little bit late in getting the grab well into play. That will cost the round for Team Liquid.
This map and the last have looked very, very good. I'm looking at LewN with his... Okay, here we go. I was expecting maybe for a retake, but no, he's going to use the convergence path now. I don't know if anybody's really been caught by this, though.
I'm not sure about this one. Then they go one by one into the two fight, when in fact they were still back far, so they could very easily avoid that ulti. Doja, you know what?
No. You saw Zeiss's reaction. He was happy with that.
Oh, goodness gracious. Camo does well to at least cover off that second player. The trade out comes in.
Heal up, squad.
Heal for SUYGETSU. Just about made it out of there with that Viper's Pit online. They'll need that full health if it's to be used. And it might be needed in the counter pit. With Nats having his online, they'll move towards this B site. And again, put pressure onto Doja. His teammate quite far away. And even walking out of spawn now presents a risk. Avez can't join up. Doja's going to hold the line by himself. We've seen him do this with the Bucky. Deep reveal. Prowler gone close. Oh, he's gone through the smoke. Okay, well, Casey, you know, maybe another timeout would be nice.
Yeah. He definitely only thought there was one there.
Or he's waiting for a second Prowler, just get ahead of it, you know?
And then MiniBoo's managed to make his way around behind. A lot of space left. A lot of gaps exploited. Well, now that Viper's Pit, even in the 2v4, still going to utilize that Viper's Pit. Liquid realizing how important it is to sort of confirm this round, especially with the credits that are available for the side of KC. You don't want to allow them anything back into this one. SUYGETSU, though, see, that looked like he's cheating. But obviously, that guy is through a wall. He was never going to kill him. It looked like he was. And we should check him PC. But for SUYGETSU, this one's free. That's nice. Wayne just a little bit unaware of how much ground had been lost. Maybe expecting Purpo to be watching that. The problem now is they do have to leave. Time's just not there. Clearing things out is going to be impossible. And there's Purpo in the end, swinging out and killing off sheydos. It's a singular gun kept through. It's going to make the buy very awkward for Casey in the next round. So, you know, had to do something, didn't make the right call. Avez, though, made the right call here by ripping MiniBoo's head clean off. Camo's going to try to make something out of this ult now that they've got that man disadvantage, but up against the pistols, it might not be worth the big risk. Yeah,
he bails out.
Everything. This is a full set of ults. That was a Nightfall, a Dimensional Drift, and a Cosmic Divide. And they're only just getting into heaven. There's a real opportunity here. Flash through, it's been dodged. Nice work from SUYGETSU. The two rifles really doing the damage in this round. Nats is trying to fight everybody at once, and hey, he gets two. Oh, Alpha Purple. This is the Liquid copium, all right? I'm giving it for... Oh dear. Okay, Camo's, honestly, he's been the most aware player in the server. Like, he's always been the one watching, like, nah, someone could push it back.
I think he got 5-0 on the board. I think LewN's going to be over peaking. Because he's one of those players that has the capacity to hit this switch, flip it, and go, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And I'm going to fight you everywhere. The problem is, I think sometimes you need to leave that switch a little longer. Sometimes you need to
30 seconds left.
Get that little bit of respect over.
Someone else needs to control the switch, basically.
But maybe you'd extinguish his flame. That's a close call with MiniBoo getting onto the site. But sheydos is keeping at least a little bit of control. Oh, back here! Goodness gracious.
Well, the trade's good. Purpo was just behind. Wayne's definitely been struggling, stunned in the corner, and his teammates eventually there, but it's only going to be the trade. Dosia. I think he's faked the fact that he's dropped down. That was the goal. Trying to sell the idea that he's already moved, and actually, Nats, there we go. Nats finally where he's like, I think he might be playing games with me. You're only throwing rounds if you lose the round.
Exactly. And let's see if they tighten up the...
That's a terrible mantra. No one lived by that mantra.
All my ranked teammates do.
GP up top. Showstopper used in slow motion. Oh dear. Oh, MiniBoo can make it past. He can get past, and oh, there you go. He's found Dosia. He's also died, but hey, it's worked out, and they have a man advantage already. 2 down. 11. There's the double. But the trade back, Purple just keeps spraying the same angle, and Avez ends up walking into it. sheydos the only one left. A 1 versus 2. He's definitely had his moments in this game, but in a post plant with WAYN and Purple,
Spike planted.
I think there'd need to be a bit of a mistake. He's still got both flashes online. He's heard Purple. He knows exactly where the first one is. His teammate's a little bit further away.
On the map and back 2 rounds away from Team Liquid. After a strong start, Liquid cooled off. Now KC are catching up. Let's see the end of this story. If it's on split or breeze will be decided after the break.
You're always going to say that to maybe take off the pressure a little bit, but this is really a test of if he is that leader after all.
Certainly seems like he's got a lot to bring to the table. He's found himself the opening here, at least the trade back with Camo down and WAYN falling. Nats creeping through heaven, hasn't cleared, and SUYGETSU,
Do it.
He's thinking about it. Oh, he hasn't gone for the knife, but you can't blame him. A 4 versus 2. This pistol will set KC up to equalize, to put things level, and they are not giving it even a snowball's chance in hell of slipping. Locked in till the very end as Purpo stands alone, challenged from all sides. That's what cost him the round. Now, Michael's back out, but the spams are deadly. Levin's down to 20 HP. His regen shields at least bring him back to 45, but with no heal online for sheydos, there'll be no recovering that Avez. I think some of that's decay, right?
Well, that was the thing I was thinking initially. Is this decay? No, it's not. They've actually just been spammed into oblivion. Yeah, sure, these last couple of bits of HP might be, but yeah. And, well, KC have basically just been slaughtered in these first couple of rounds. Some an abundance of utility to play with. And there it goes, but immediately, Snakebite used. All of these players left vulnerable and still just kind of stuck in the mud.
It was a good flash from sheydos to get them into heaven. But now they've got to get onto site. I know smokes are going to fade towards the spawn. I'm not sure how much time is left on them. Purple and Camo have gone down. Purple was through the smoke. That was just a straight spam, possibly a run and gun. And now a 5v3. This looked like such a difficult scenario for KC to get boots on the ground, spike planted. But now it should be a formality. Liquid need a hero to step up to the plate, or a mistake to be made, and it's them making the mistake. A reload alone. It's easily punished by SUYGETSU, and even with that return, 2v4 is too much.
Yeah, they've got the credits to play with if they wanted to try and make this one nice and costly, but you can see WAYN has already ducked away.
I like it.
Nats probably realizing that, okay, they could have actually had some heaven control, so just making sure that when he does get out of here, it's by the last second. Oh, that's gorgeous, though! Almost takes down the entirety of that KC. Good for a retake, but they haven't really had too many of those! SUYGETSU!
Your trail.
The solo push, and now, well, the Seekers are going to go out and realize that it wasn't really much. It just depends on what direction MiniBoo goes in. He's still got the paint shells, but he's expecting maybe now that this is A, especially with the flashes coming through on that side of the map. WAYN has got everything to do.
Oh, they've spotted him. The stun landed as well. WAYN's hindered. He makes himself a bit of a hindrance.
It's a flank.
MiniBoo has a bit of time. WAYN survived that second or two longer, and that might be what gets him this pick. sheydos and Doja. sheydos is on the ramp. The flank of the flanker, Doja, now just has to stay alive. Doja just has to buy time, and sheydos should have a freebie up against Nats calling on the other side. He's giving him a taste of his own medicine. Oh, no way! These pistols for KC should spell defeat. Viper's Pit. Viper.
He heard you.
What I meant was
2% back?
Viper could change the game completely as Avez comes through and completely.
Seen him, and thus they're going to try and just close him in. They're checking nice and, well, avidly this time.
Flash sheydos.
Jump down. There's the flash. Still got the information. Purpo's on the angle. There isn't a push coming from the other side, but it doesn't matter. Avez, well, even better.
30
nice
seconds
work from
left.
MiniBoo. And in fact, they're starting to bring this one back. MiniBoo found a second. Now it's all falling apart. They're actually going to
Winning duels, and they isolate your third player with 5 surrounding him. Yeah, they did incredibly well to get out of that situation. The fact that a flash from sheydos had popped on top ramp, and Avez still was holding that, was still clearing it, you'd think that if he dodged it, he was behind the block.
A little bit. Oh, the Tiger's going to force him back. Now he does have mental drift available. Might even be the time to use it just to try and get out of there. TP off the top smoke. Oh, it's beautiful! Purpo's util alongside the smoke just gives him a free kill, and then the rest of the team swarm into the side.
Already 3 players here, and they managed to win it. This time, KC have an ultimate to work with, but there's so many players here. The rotation's already coming through. Nats is going to be alongside Camo in the reinforcements. MiniBoo's found 2, and in goes the rocket to seal in a third. Nade as time runs out, and the late lurk of Doja, well, it's going to be coming through. By the
what they've got.
Yeah, trying to avoid some rigidity and come in with a little bit more of a fluid approach for KC early on. Now they've already lost Doja. The aggression from KC continues, though. That flash through the Viper wall, almost playing as a counter. And that's worked wonderfully to draw their eye in that direction of mid, allowing sheydos to thread the needle and get in there for a clean one-tap onto Wayne. A 3v3 with LewN on backside thanks to a gate crash could cause problems, but Liquid are quickly avoiding that retake from spawn and from mid. They're pushing up, wrapping around behind, and the timing here could be everything, but I think they've just missed their window.
Oh, just going to catch out Avez. I still don't know where LewN is. That will at least put a freebie back. He's going to swing back into middle, but
one enemy remaining.
The remainder of Nats. That's the problem. Nats sneaking up on him. A beautiful tap. Will at least turn it into the 1 versus 1. Camo. Exactly what this guy can deliver. An early snakebite shot dart combo. Oh, it's not far away, and the flash alongside it. Well, it was actually the fake out. Has helped them a little bit. Avez low, just about going to make it around the corner. He can heal himself up at least a bit.
I love that we're seeing like airstrikes right away. We're going in for the shock dart snakebite combo that almost got a double. I see your game early on. Let's see what else Liquid have got up their sleeve. It's a mid push coming out from the classics. Again, timing seems pretty good. Players advancing up in window. LewN holding that A push. This is the only gap on the map, and they've exploited it.
Two of them are low.
Could be a double. The players are so low. Avez, he's down to 1, and he will be dropped by Wayne. The double's got the weapons, and LewN, well, big round in the previous. He got his 3K. Time for another.
What do you even do here? The spike is in probably the worst position to try and collect it while having a sniper in your hand. Luckily, both players are one shot, but he's going to have to connect on both of them, try and almost just bait the fact that maybe he's a little bit further back, but they're just not even peeking. Why would they? They don't need to fight this. They don't need to give him anything at all. And with 15 seconds left, even just making it to the site at this stage, if he was to get the kill, seems impossible. Part of me thinks that even just holding onto the gun might be worth it, but he wants to try and at least remove from the opponent, especially for Avez. He's very good with it, but Wayne has managed to delay them. Let's see what he can find with the rifle, but not wanting to overextend too much. Still has teammates here to support. A plant may be possible, but there's so many defenders already on this side of the map. There is Avez, I said it! This guy with the sheriff is just a different beast, and now he will pop the ult. Did he check the angle? Yes, he does! Ave's on a tear! He didn't even need to run it back to take over this round, and now even just picks up a rifle. We're going back and forth, Mitch.
Spike planted.
Certainly seems like it. sheydos almost dropped low HP on 3 players. This round still isn't won just yet. Even that snakebite poses a threat. Swing through the smoke, though. Oh,
let's make it 5. Cora, let's make it 5.
The drone was still able to go, I think, a little longer than I expected. Purpo swings in off that info, catches SUYGETSU. Nice start. But that's the man with the rifle, Purpo. Everyone else has got pistols to work with. Avez clearly hungry.
Rifles. And also, it barely even looks like their opponents are going for it. MiniBoo's just waiting, trying to catch them on the exit. Wayne's done well. He's making things a little bit more costly. Purpo's found another one. This is starting to get a little bit scary. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. They need to actually make sure nobody's confusing this one.
The opportunity, the chance, the ability to be put down to a weaker buy, for some players to have their economy stretched completely. But in order to realize that, has to be a round win here. Good flash and Purple again. The man to deliver in those early fights.
Next.
See if
Cutting
they can
through.
convert this one. LewN already taking space. Bear in mind, sheydos does have his ultimate online, and there we go. That's the ping. That's the attempt to try and take him out. What? LewN forgot this. All runs out.
At concealment.
I was thinking that time's pretty low, but yeah, he's just stuck the ult.
The amount of money I would pay to have this be a tri-cast with Pal is absolutely ridiculous. I would be bankrupt and in debt for the rest of my life.
Get shot in the
I've
face.
never seen that before. He didn't even try to go behind him. He stood right in front of him like...
he was going to try and headbutt him to death.
I mean, they said, do the shoot me strategy, and he didn't really understand.
Yeah, the
It's
other
like,
team did shoot him.
yeah.
There you go. But even still, they managed to get it into a post plan. The trade out did come through. SUYGETSU aggressive has been spotted out and revealed. They're also being flanked on, but it seems like it's something that sheydos is keeping in the back of his mind, something they're checking, and that time is starting to tick again. They need to get a move on the Liquid side, otherwise even with the comedy in the middle, they might still be losing this round. In fact, SUYGETSU takes more on the board.
Big aggression from KC. They're going straight into the window. That smoke's completely blocked. That's out, but Purple, he got two anyways. He read the play, and that's given them more than a chance. MiniBoo's got an ult, and he's using it like a shotgun. He's out of there now.
Spike
An
down,
absolutely ludicrous round to start, but the trade is there. The op is dropped, and the Blade Storm from Purpo, the one real bastion of hope. Nats pushed up to get a rifle, but he's on the B site, miles away, as the plant seems sure to come through, and Purpo, sure, a blade to the head will drop them, but he is so low himself that a body shot will do the same. So it all comes down to this next fight. Liquid have the man advantage, doubled up on for now, but an isolated duel gives LewN a backside control and a 2v3 for the squad. They just checked it. They just checked Bane, and now at least they've seen some info to play with.
That was sort of the snake in the grass. LewN, he's going to go pushing. He's going to make it round the corner as well. May already spot players looking to come back in from behind, but there is that cosmic divide. Almost allows him just a little bit of a pocket of space to try and play around. It seems like there's a decent idea, maybe.
He won't check the
from
right.
Wayne. In fact, does he check the corner? No, he doesn't.
Remaining.
Falling back was smart. Leaves it onto SUYGETSU. He could have gone anywhere from here. They've still got so many angles to check, but he might be in the most common of them all, the back corner of the site. As that divide will now fade. Liquid have decided to play with that time first through. Second as well for SUYGETSU. These are the moments where he finds his prime. Already just going to take his time to utilize that grab well, buying extra on the clock, and now just plays with his food. He will go down in the end, but
that was Liquid's chance to fight right back. But they're back in here with the rifles, and that flash was a tiny bit too shallow to blind MiniBoo. Free opening, and they've given him another.
Well, yeah, but let's be real. This is what, the third round in a row now, where we've seen two opening kills go the way of
Purple
Liquid?
the other two times, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Purple has been able to give them
Looks for that info. No drone going through an A. Smoke popping as well. They know now. They've got that info, that it's likely to be a play here. They'll
30
start to
seconds
suspect
left.
it, but before MiniBoo does, they'll walk around that corner, give him the chance, well, give him the bullets. He ends up with the lead instead of the silver, and now Hunter's Fury set through a desperate attempt by Liquid to keep them back, to buy time, to get a tag, and it does find a tag, but Wayne's fallen in the meantime, and Doja's TP'd right into their spawn. Advantage of the chaos is taken by KC, and the 3v5, a massive disadvantage, quickly becomes a favorable round for a moment. The time not quite gone enough. Two shocks on sheydos, no ultimate though. He wants to catch them on that cross. They want to be able to take this player down. Nats is the one to sneak his way through. Time ticking as Purpo joins up from the spawn. His timing, it's actually quite poor. Doja gets inside the smoke, gets out of there to the back side. So much work now for Purpo to do to clear every angle, and he realizes he has no time left. Another for KC. Doja's getting loud, shouting across the stage.
You want to make sure that this is as dominant a half as it now should be.
Do we know Aang said, LewN, just contact up mid by yourself.
Yeah.
See how that goes. Then SUYGETSU, contact main by yourself. See how that goes. And then we win the round.
Okay. Well, let's see how it goes. Already, a little bit of damage done. Nats About to be under pressure, running through the util. Nice work, though. And well, now it's Dosu who has to try and win the 1v5. First will be easy. I don't think he's getting anything more. Liquid are back.
I know, I think KC called the timeout for this round, so this will be where they put it all to work.
Yeah, N can actually see the future. Unfortunately, he's not using it very well. Why didn't he just stop us losing that round? Ah, that's a good point. It's all right. That's a good follow-up for the next one. There we go. Another opening kill. This might be the most dominant I've seen a team in opening kills ever and be this far down. But we'll see how it goes. 4v4. Viper's Pit available for Nats, but getting into a place that will be valuable is going to be difficult. There's also a Hunter's Fury for sheydos, so if he stays alive in maybe a really passive position, that'd be good. He's very aggressive with the mic. In fact, he's going to use it proactively.
Oh, there's a tag, and okay, at least gets the half HP on one. The reveal helping him out. Could very well have been a kill for Team Liquid. The fight back. Viper's Pit already used a lot of control here, but it's not going to get them on to the site. For that, they go through this Cosmic Divide. A flash, primed him ready for backside. And the second one goes through, blinded in the corner. Was your first of sheydos. He has to back off around to his teammate. He'll find the first. There goes Doja with a double. And now Wayne's all alone in a scary world. No idea where his teammates have gone. To the Shadow Realm is where they were sent, and time has ticked too far. The final set.
An aggressive position as well from MiniBoo. A chance to flash in, but he's been sectioned off by the Blaze. Now under quite a lot of pressure. LewN leading the charge. It's a swing out, and it's the trades back favorable. The opening's going one way, but Nats, who's had a quieter game, can he hold on to the site? Nope. He gets isolated with two players swinging him at once. And now for the remainder, Purpo almost needs someone to swing a little bit wide and give him a chance at the fight.
Either that or a shot through smoke or wall for Wayne. Single bullet onto Doja will take him down. But he's tucked in backside. Not even spammable right now. Taking their time, waiting for smokes to be online. No mistakes tolerated on the side of KC. The discipline, even smoking off main here, they're covering all their bases. The swing comes in together. Doja being the recon.
30
clearing
seconds
it out,
left.
knowing he's dead if he takes contact. But he'll trade that out for the information. Be very valuable in this post plant with a ultimate.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Go from the shadows to wherever he wants.
That's what I was going to say. Does he just go for info? Yes, he does. Where's he going? Oh, no! Oh, he's now the only one left! He's at the stick it! Purpo's caught him while flying through the air with a classic. That's about as badly as...
Pacing's a big issue if they get it wrong. There's the snake bite, but the spams, they don't land. And Avez now will be able to lead the charge.
Oh, dear.
That complicates things a little bit. No one can follow up on that, and the grab world delays him. 25 now, and a huge amount of damage done. KC, they need to go.
Oh, he's just blinded everyone. And then a double kill with a shock dart. Things are finally coming up. Liquid Camo will be there to shut the bracket 0-2, which, as you mentioned earlier, 6 games needed in a row. And already KC looked to start off with a bang. I don't know how Avez survived as long as he did. Been hit before a lot. Clearly been him most of the time. But the B site is completely open. The worry is that KC are now encroaching on their position again.
And just one player. 3 guns against 1. Now if it's MiniBoo as well, 29 HP. Shock dart. No, it's a reveal, pardon. sheydos is all out of shocks, thank God for MiniBoo. He already took quite a bit of damage off the first one. They're inside the smoke. The defuse is underway. The spam is coming through, but oh, just before half. They haven't quite made it there. Much more time in play for Team Liquid, and the kills keep on coming their way.
There isn't really an escape plan from here.
Got cover at least from Avez. And still another flash to work with. Molly's being thrown through as MiniBoo takes him down, though there's no response. sheydos falls trying to help from top mid. And that's it. Just like that, the early fight to Team Liquid. A 3 versus
the entirety of the opposing squad. He had an outlaw, it doesn't matter, that they can go in for free. So I like that. He's always been that sort of security system, that late lurk to the other side, or be it through mid. And that's something that I think can save them in a lot of scenarios. And now you look at this from a KC perspective. Do you want to try and full retake B in a 3 versus 5? No.
That's a funny thing as well, you know, when you're playing ranked and your teammates are shouting at you, why are you still on that site, man? They're coming A. We told you, it's all A. I watched Nats too much growing up, man. I'm always thinking. I give it another 40 seconds, he's gonna walk.
Growing up.
Someone's gonna lurk up here. Growing up my Valorant, you know. I mean, maturing as a Valorant player was watching Nats.
When I was growing up at 24 years old.
Hey, I wasn't 24 when this game came out, brother. I was 22. Let's relax. Let's relax.
Did you watch a lot of the CIS League?
Couldn't stop, man. Couldn't stop. To be fair, we used to
Wonder if he can get into the right position. The problem I'm having is he's not in the right position.
Big rotations to the B side. Paranoia online, fired in. LewN lands himself one. Classic in the corner, but it's all a ruse as Doja strikes, and so does sheydos. They now realize the stack up was there. 3 players on B, waiting for Team Liquid. Arms wide open.
Oh, he needs to look.
Hey, oh my goodness! I don't quite know how Kamo made it out that far without realizing he was there, but that may just have sealed their fate in this round. A 1v3 needed for Nats. No pit to play with, no utility, no orb and snake bite for post plant. He's got to hit some heads and knife out.
It's already gone. Oh, very aggressive start to the round. Avez under some serious pressure, and in fact even tries to go back in for a further fight. They didn't even realize the MiniBoo managed to get behind them. It's already the man advantage. The difference I fear though is that the man advantage is when you're the one getting into the post plant. Helps you out a lot. When you're the ones having to retake, the time has been against them. And that's where we're seeing Liquid able to get the rounds over the line. It's at least a decent response from LewN with the aggression into mid, though.
Relatively even when it comes to HP at the moment, but look at the info. Look at the ults already used by LewN to clear B completely. Now on A, you know that's where the hit's coming through. I'm not that low, so you can't necessarily deny that diffuse off the Hunter's Fury alone, but you can certainly create some opportunities. As they look to push through, it's all about when the Hunter's Fury goes down, if they decide to commit it, which of course they will. And to start the grab well on top of it, I love that, but they won't find tags. That's good early planning by Liquid, who were ready to avoid it.
Yeah. Set themselves up nicely. Purpo, he's been good, but even he on 37 HP will look to try and reposition. Cosmic Divide down. It's going to give them a lot of space, a lot quicker than if they were slowly walking across that site. Create a gap or two, but never mind. Through the gap goes Kamo. SUYGETSU, he's actually got a judge. That's why you're seeing him use the classic to try and thin out some of those gaps, but he doesn't know there's a 5 ultimates this round for KC. One that they really want to find. They put their credits into it. They're playing aggressive, finding that spark yet again. And SUYGETSU steals away the advantage. It's onto the backside for MiniBoo. An attempt to recover, but it may remain as just that 6 bullets left. Magazine running dry, and finally, so too do his chances, but with 12 seconds, a plant is needed, and LewN's up top denying it. No chance for MiniBoo now. That gate crashes remarkably low. It's about to run out. It's gone. He just made it around that corner. I mean, LewN is a man who loves to take risks, and he almost so close to being punished for it there. Well, sheydos has now fallen.
Decoy.
That operator working out the spike still sat all the way back towards the spot. If they trade poorly on this side of the map, you're going to have this man lurking behind. Is he going to hear the steps? He most certainly will. Running across LewN. None the wiser, but he gets the job done. The positioning so good it didn't matter. And now the execute onto the site leaves just one. Avez trying to fight them all. He's done good work. And bear in mind the time. But even still, he's cleared out in the end. Dosia. He doesn't even know there's a man just close around the corner, and guess who it is? You never will. It's going to be Nats, and even he decides, you know what, this fight isn't worth it. I don't want to give him anything. I don't want to give him an opportunity. So now he's got that doubt in his mind, and while the doubt sinks in, Wayne is just released in the form of the run it back, but it's safe to say the defensive half has been a struggle for KC. Finding individual rounds has been possible, but anything more has been rough. That's a good start, though. Nats, gone. Definitely the man you want to see hit the floor first. And Dosia, well, he barely peaked, but he still managed to find another. Looking like we'll be going the distance unless there's a 3v5 on the other side, and Wayne has done well. MiniBoo's got so far. Because of that, they've just been surrounded, leaving it down to just 2. Again, we were talking about these rounds, like holding on to advantages. Now it's KC's turn to let it slip.
Oh, nice shot by Avez. That second lease of life is given an opportunity. Flash through, 11 HP on SUYGETSU. Now we look to Avez. He's been the hero of so many rounds before, but this,
Time to jump.
it
No
should be too
flashes.
great a task. The time running low. As you said, no flash, so he has to wait for the cosmic divide to fade as the clock keeps on ticking. The sand leaving the top of the hourglass, and it's going to be a smoke